Hello dear students. Today we are going to start with our first chapter, that is programming languages, mostly called as computer languages, because the computer languages are used to give the instructions to the computer so that he can understood what instructions and what kind of action we want to perform from the computer. So as we know that in our day-to-day life we need a one common language that can be used to communicate with each other. If there is no common language between us, then we cannot be able to communicate, that is we cannot share our information with each other. So that's why a very common language is required for the communication purpose. So in the computer field, that kind of languages are called as computer languages. Now there are various computer languages according to our needs, just like Java, Ruby, C Sharp, PHP, Perl, C++, Dolby. According to the purpose of our task, we can choose what kind of language we are going to use. That is, if we have to build up a web page, we can use PHP, C Sharp, Java, HTML, CSS, etc. For databases, we have to prefer the SQL. So first of all, what is a program in computer language? A program is a set of instructions that computer can understand. It means we have write down the instructions, just like when you purchase a new product, there is a manual with that. In that manual, the instructions are given how to use that product, what are the precautions you have to use, and how to install and how to use that. So all that is that same thing that we use in computer, we convert that into computer language, or we convert into digital system, that is called as a program. That is set of instructions. Step by step we will tell the computer what the next thing to operate and what the output we want from that. So for that we have to use different languages, and basically we categorize that languages into three categories. That is low level language, high level language, or middle level language. Now let's start with low level languages. The low level languages are the basic computer instructions, or better known as machine codes. That is, low level languages basically are the languages that machine also called as machine level language, because they are directly being converted into the binary language, and that is 0 and 1, and the computer only understand the language of binary. The computer understands the binary language, as we discussed in class 6th also, that computer understand only the binary language, that is 0 and 1. Now suppose if we gave the instruction to the computer in the English, that is not being understood by the computer. It is being first converted into the machine language, then that message being conveyed to the computer, and that converted message is being understood by the computer. So to make it understand, just take an example. Just think, two persons were talking, and that one person is from India and the second person is from the China, or you can say from Russia. Now Indian person, the person from the India knows the Hindi only, and from the Russia only knows the Russian language. So now what will happen? They will not be able to communicate their ideas with each other. So what they need, whatever the person from the Russia speak, that should be converted into Hindi, and the person from the India, whatever he or she speaks, that will be converted into the Russian language. Then only they will be able to understand each other's messages. So same system will follow up in the computer. The computer will understand only the one language, that is binary language, that is 0 and 1. So whatever the instruction we provided to the computer, the user cannot understand the binary language. The user understands the high level language, that is English. So whatever the instruction we provided to the computer in the English, that is being converted into the machine language, and then machine language is being understood by the computer. So that is the process of language conversion in the computer. So low level languages are basically the machine level languages, that is being almost similar to the machine language, little bit difference between them. So they directly communicate with the hardware of the computer, so that they can manage the hardware, how to handle that hardware, how to use that hardware. So machine language, the basic low level language, that is known as machine level language, and as I already told you, that is 0, and it comprises of only two, that is two numbers, that is 1 and 0. Then is assembly language, that is we normally called as a middle level language, because neither it is high level language nor it is a machine level language, it is in between. So assembly level language is being used for the processors. Whatever the some of the just like if we have to move something from memory, we use the keyword MOV. So similar manner, so some English words are being used, some binary languages, some binary terms are being used, some symbols are being used. So it is a mix up of all things, and neither we can call it as high level language, neither we can call it as a machine language. It is a middle level language in between of that. That is assembly level language, and it is basically used for the processors. In your term, we called it as a CPU. Then is high level language. High level language is the language that is being understood by the user. And who is the user? The person who is using the computer. So you know that computer understand whatever the instructions you are getting from the computer, that is being written in the English. So that is the high level language. So we have different kind of high level languages. Some are Pascal, Fortran, C++, HTML, Java, SQL, Ruby, Python. So many languages. According to our need, we can choose any one of them. Now, one of the most important feature of high level languages that allow the programmer to write program for all type of computers and system. You can write the program for the supercomputers also, for the home purpose using computers also, or the computers that are basically designed for a specific purpose. You can write program for all type of computers available. So that's why we prefer the user prefer the high level languages. The instructions are given in the high level languages, and they are being further converted into machine level languages by a converter. Then is scripting languages. The high level languages are being further converted, further subdivided in categories. That is scripting languages, that are being the languages that runs on the support of some other languages. It means that suppose normal scripting languages are CSS, JavaScript. That is, they are not being independently being executed. They require some framework to run. They need some setup to run. That's why they are called as scripting languages. Then is object oriented languages. It means we can give the instructions to the computer according to our day-to-day life. We can relate that instructions to our day-to-day life. That's why they are called as object oriented languages. Then is procedural languages in which the step-by-step instructions are written and the computer had to follow the step-by-step instructions only. That's why they are called as procedural programming languages. That's all from the computer languages. Now try to find out the question and answers from the book of chapter 1, and if you have any doubt you can ask in the comment section.